Welcome to GS Coins, the channel where we carefully explore the hidden history and real market value of coins from around the world, helping collectors, beginners, and curious viewers understand the importance of the change they hold every day. In today's video, we take an in-depth look at a small but historically meaningful coin, the 1999 5 coin with a mint mark. Although this coin is just 5 cents in the euro system, it carries a much deeper story because it belongs to the earliest generation of euro coins ever created. Many people do not realize that euro coins were minted before they actually entered circulation, and the year 1999 is one of the most important years in the history of modern European currency. When we talk about a 1999 5 coin, we are talking about a coin that was produced during the preparation phase for the euro, long before the public ever touched these coins in 2002. This makes early-dated euro coins important pieces for collectors who want to build complete sets starting from the very beginning of the euro era. To understand why this coin matters, we should first remember that before the euro, European countries all had their own national currencies, such as the Italian lira, French franc, Deutsche Mark, Spanish peseta, Portuguese escudo, and many more. In the late 1990s, Europe was preparing to transition to a shared currency, a process that required massive coordination across multiple national mints. Millions of coins had to be designed, tested, and produced years before the official launch date, so that on January 1, 2002, every shop, bank, and citizen could access the new currency instantly. The 1999 5 coin stands as a witness to this historic preparation period, representing not just money, but a symbol of unity and economic cooperation. Collectors often appreciate coins like this because they represent the earliest tangible stages of one of the most important currency transformations in recent history. A 1999 5 coin with a mint mark becomes even more interesting when we consider the national variations. Even though euro coins circulate across all Eurozone countries, each nation designs its own obverse side with unique artwork that reflects national identity, history, and culture. The mint mark on such a coin tells collectors exactly where it was produced, whether it was in Italy, Germany, France, the Netherlands, Spain, Finland, or other participating nations. The mint mark also influences value, because some mints produced far fewer coins in 1999 than others, making certain versions more desirable in the world of collecting. When collectors analyze the details of a 1999 5 coin, they look closely at the quality of the strike, the sharpness of the lettering, the clarity of the globe design on the reverse, and the condition of the copper-plated surface. A good condition example should have clear details and minimal wear, with the globe pattern still fully visible and the edges of the coin showing only light contact marks. Over time, coins from this year have circulated widely, so well-preserved examples are becoming rarer each year. Another reason collectors seek early-year euro coins is because they represent the transitional period between national currencies and the euro itself. Coins like the 1999 5 piece were minted in large quantities, but many of them were heavily used and show significant wear today. Collectors who build complete chronological collections often want the earliest years in the best possible condition, and that drives interest in coins like this. Even though it is not a rare coin, its historical timing gives it a long-term collecting potential that continues to grow as younger collectors show increased interest in modern European coins. Many collectors also enjoy studying mint variations, mintage numbers, and the way different countries designed their national sides. This is one of the reasons euro coins have become one of the fastest-growing areas in world coin collecting. In today's market, the 1999 5 coin with a mint mark typically sells for around $10,000 to $50,000 in United States dollars when found in normal, good circulated condition. Examples with sharper details and minimal wear can sometimes reach values closer to $55,000, especially when the collector is seeking specific mint marks that are harder to find. Uncirculated or near uncirculated pieces can reach slightly higher values depending on the country of origin. While this coin will not reach extremely high prices, its value is not measured only in in dollars. The real value comes from its role as an early euro issue, its historical importance, its place in the evolution of European money, and its growing demand among collectors who want to preserve the earliest years of the euro currency system. Early coins often gain slow but steady value over time, especially as circulated pieces become more worn and fewer high-quality examples remain available. If you find a 1999 5-euro-cent coin with a mint mark in your collection, treat it as more than just a small piece of pocket change. It is a tiny reminder of one of the greatest currency transitions in history, and it represents a piece of European identity that continues to shape global economics today.
Next up, the 1999 Belgium 5-euro-cent coin with the A mint mark. While it may look like a common small cent piece at first glance, this coin carries several interesting numismatic details and is definitely worth a second look for collectors. In this video, we'll explore its design and historical background, its condition criteria, what makes the mint mark variant of interest, and of course, where it stands in the market today in terms of value. Let's start with some background. The 5-euro-cent coin from Belgium is part of the Eurozone's standard coinage, introduced around the time the euro was adopted. For Belgium in 1999, the coin features the portrait of King Albert II on the obverse, surrounded by the 12 stars symbolizing the European Union. The reverse side shows the globe with Europe highlighted and the denomination 5 euro cent. Regarding specifications, this coin is copper-plated steel, has a mass of approximately 3.92 grams, and a diameter of 21.25 millimeters. In 1999, Belgium minted this coin under catalog number KM226. Now, why might this A mint mark variant draw interest? Belgium coins of this era carry national identifiers and in some cases mint marks or monograms. While the widely used version shows the AII monogram of King Albert II, topped by a crown, a coin bearing an A mint mark may indicate the mint at Brussels or the Royal Mint of Belgium or a particular issue. Collectors often look for these small distinguishing marks when determining condition or variant status. That said, this particular coin from 1999 has an extremely large mintage, approximately 300,040,000 pieces, according to coin catalogs. That high number means it's a very common circulation coin. In fact, catalogs report its value for everyday circulated or even uncirculated condition is very low. For example, one site lists the value in NDUC condition at about $6,000 for the 1999 Belgium 5-euro-cent. What does that mean in real-world collector terms? It means that while this coin is perfectly fine to collect and makes a great addition to a country-by-country euro collection, you should not expect it to command a high premium simply because of date or mint mark, unless there is a very special variety, error, or proof version. The proof version of this coin is much rarer. In 1999, a proof minting of this coin is listed at only 15,000 pieces. If you were lucky enough to have a proof version in pristine condition, the value would be significantly higher, but for the standard circulating or typical uncirculated coin, the market value remains very modest. For the purposes of good condition, in numismatic terms that might mean uncirculated or mint state, no visible wear, full original luster, no major marks. In that condition, you might see slightly higher values than circulated coins, but given the common nature of this coin, the difference may still only be a few dollars unless it has unusual qualities. So here's the bottom line for the 1999 Belgium 5-euro-cent KM226 in good condition with the A mint mark. The approximate current market value is around $12,000 for a typical example in uncirculated condition, and possibly a little more, up to maybe a few dollars for a very high-grade specimen or one with a recognized mint mark variety. Anything much higher likely reflects a special set, error, or collector premium. Again, references show that coin value range noted as $17,000 to $49,000, depending on condition and other criteria. But the $59,000 appears to reflect extremely fine or special condition listings rather than the standard circulating coin. For this coin in your collection, it's a great fill piece. It completes the Belgium Eurocent story, it shows the early portrait of King Albert II, and if you happen to find one with a strong mint mark or truly gem condition, you may have something slightly above the norm. But for most collectors, it will remain a low-cost coin. Keep an eye on condition, packaging, provenance, and whether the mint mark is clearly identifiable. Next up, the 2000 Spain 5 euro cent coin bearing the M mint mark of Madrid. While its face value is tiny, this coin offers collectors a nice slice of modern numismatic history, and we'll walk through the design, specs, condition factors, what the mint mark stands for, and importantly, what its market value is right now in US dollars. Let's begin with the background and design. The 5 euro cent coin issued by Spain in 2000 is part of the standard euro cent series introduced around the changeover to the euro. On the obverse, you'll find the famous cathedral of Santiago de Compostela in Galicia, with the inscription España and the year 2000. To the right of the year, you will typically see the crowned M mint mark of the Spanish Royal Mint in Madrid. The reverse side features the common Eurozone motif, a globe highlighting Europe, with the denomination 5 euro cent and 6 diagonal lines, each ending in a star. In terms of physical specifications, the coin is made of copper-plated steel, weighs approximately 3.92 grams, has a diameter of 21.25 millimeters, and a plain edge. Now let's talk mint mark and rarity. The M mark on this coin indicates it was struck at the Madrid Mint. For Spain's Eurocent series, that's the standard mint mark. The mintage for the 2000 Spain 5 euro cent is very high, about 399,900,000 pieces as shown in catalogs. Because of such large numbers, this coin is classified as very common in numismatic terms. For example, sources list the 2000 version as very common and show minimal premium for condition beyond basic uncirculated state. In terms of condition, when we say good condition in a collector context for this coin, what we mean is something like uncirculated or mint state, no visible wear, strong luster, clear details on the cathedral, sharp mint mark, M, minimal contact marks. As always with coins, the better the condition, the more potential upside. But for very common issues like this one, the upside is naturally limited. So what about market value today? According to recent catalogs and price guides, for the 2000 Spain 5 euro cent with M mint mark, typical uncirculated examples are listed at around $6,000 to $8,000. Some dealer listings show higher asking prices, for example, a graded AU50 coin listed at around 5 euros or $9,000, but these are representative of high-grade dealer pricing, not realistic market sale values for standard coins. In practical terms, for someone finding this coin in good condition, you could reasonably expect a value of about $10,000 unless it is a particularly exceptional piece, in which case maybe a bit more could be achieved. Putting it all together, the 2000 Spain 5 euro cent M is a fine addition for completing a Spain euro cent collection, especially if you find one in high grade with the mint mark clearly visible. It's not a coin that will make you rich overnight, but it carries the historical context of Europe's shift to the euro, shows the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela design, and illustrates how modern euro cent collecting works. From a value standpoint, it remains low, around US $10,000 in normal uncirculated condition, but its interest lies more in completeness in condition rather than rarity.
Next up, the 2011 France 5 euro cent coin, bearing the familiar RF monogram for République Française. While this coin might not set the numismatic world alight with rarity, it is a solid piece for any euro cent collection and offers a useful lesson in condition, mintage, and realistic market value. Let's start with the background and design details. The 5 euro cent coin of France is part of the standard euro cent series introduced when the euro was adopted for circulation. On the obverse of this coin, you will see the stylized head of Mariana, symbolizing the French Republic, along with the initials RF to the right, meaning République Française. Below the portrait is the year 2011, and towards the edge there is the ring of 12 stars representing the European Union. The reverse is the common euro coin reverse used across the Eurozone, a globe highlighting Europe, the value 5 euro cent, and 6 diagonal parallel lines each ending in a star. The coin is made of copper-plated steel, weighs about 3.92 grams, has a diameter of roughly 21.25 millimeters, and a smooth edge. Now let's talk about mintage, mint mark, and condition. The year 2011 for this French 5 euro cent shows a circulation mintage of about 145 million pieces. Because of this large mintage and the fact that this is a common circulation coin, it is classified as common in collector terms, rather than rare. The RF marking is simply the country identifier, République Française, rather than a special mint mark variant. All French euro coins carry RF on the obverse design. The mint is Monnaie de Paris in Paris, or its facility for these coins. Condition plays an important role. A coin in good condition for collectors would typically mean uncirculated or mint state, little or no wear, full original luster, sharp detail on Mariana's hair and features, crisp lettering and stars, minimal marks or scratches. So, what about the market value today? According to current coin catalogs and value guides, the 2011 France 5 euro cent demonstrates very modest collector value, especially given its high mintage and common status. One catalog lists a range of roughly $5,000 to $12,000 US, depending on condition, uncirculated, extremely fine, etc. A more specific recent listing shows a coin priced at about 6,000 euros for an uncirculated specimen on one European site, which equates to roughly $600 US, depending on the exchange rate, for an uncirculated piece. In practical terms, if you have a 2011 France 5 euro cent in very good, mint state condition, you might expect to see offers around $10,000 to $50,000 US, with much higher prices being unlikely unless there is a certified grade coin with exceptional quality or other special features. Putting it all together, the 2011 France 5 euro cent RF is a solid everyday euro cent collectible. It completes the French set of small coins for that year, shows the Marianne design, and is very accessible. From a value standpoint, it remains low, around $9,000 to $40,000 US for typical uncirculated examples, maybe up to $70,000 US if you score one in outstanding condition with certification. If you uncover one and it looks nearly flawless, you may have something a little more desirable, but don't expect huge premiums. Thank you for watching GS Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2011 France 5 euro cent, let me know by liking the video, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss future coin value breakdowns. Happy collecting, and I'll see you in the next video.